booked it. I don't know what's going on. I'm normally quite a calm person. But I've been trying to book it for a while, a few weeks. But as soon as I press the button, I'm just like, I'm booking it. I don't know why I'm so nervous and anxious about going. I might have to cancel it. No, stay strong, Steve. You can do this. It's now 4 days later. My live class is tomorrow. I'm still not right. I've done over 400 Peloton bike rides now, but in my whole life, I've never done an in-person spin class or any exercise class, I don't think, with like other people around in real time. I'll show you how to book a class and tell you, more importantly, when to go on to book your class to avoid the dreaded class full message. And in the second half of this video, I'll be making the 200-mile round trip to Peloton Studios London, and I'll tell you exactly what it's like to do a live class in a Peloton studio. Firstly, to book a class, you'll need this link, studio.peloton plus either .com if you're in the US or .co.uk if you're in the UK. I'll put this link in the description. In London, you can pick running, cycling or walking, and New York adds meditation, strength, cardio and yoga to your choices as well. What you'll tend to notice straight away is that the classes are either full or there's a waitlist option for them. They're very difficult to just go and book a class, especially in London where they've got less facilities. So in New York, they've got 38 bikes, I think. In London, they've got 22. So when a class becomes available, those 22 spaces can just go in minutes, really. When it comes to maximizing your chances of logging on and there being classes available that you want to do, in my case, cycling classes, I followed the advice from Pelobuddy, which is a fantastic Peloton resource. So what they're saying is that the classes are released on at midday on a Monday. And that's the time, that's the optimal time to go onto the website to book your classes. So I tried this, midday Monday, nothing, 12:30, nothing. So I just set a timer for every 30 minutes to keep coming back to my PC just to see if it had refreshed or not. At 3 p.m, it had refreshed. So don't do what I do and see the book button and then go off for a nervous wee. And then, because when I came back, half the classes had already been booked. Thankfully, the class that I really wanted was still available, and I hit the book button and I got confirmation that the class was booked. I'm excited for tomorrow. I will see you tomorrow in London. It's a carnival ride, which is a big event in the UK, Notting Hill Carnival. I think it's the biggest carnival in Europe. It is, if you've not been, I can't recommend it enough. I think there'll be some kind of way out costumes in this ride, but I'm gonna keep things simple. I've got my water bottle, backup water bottle. I might take my mug, towel, t-shirt, shorts, socks, lucky Peloton hat. Morning, it's now the day of the ride, the morning of the ride. It's 5 to 9, so I've kind of timed it perfectly. I'm in Covent Garden, 100 miles. I'm a little bit tired because I was up at 5:45 a.m, but never mind, I'm sure I'll be fine. I'm gonna try and get an espresso from somewhere. If you're coming to Peloton Studios London, there's Covent Garden Station, and there, I don't know if you can see the P, there's a Peloton Studio. What a really cool street to have Peloton Studios London on. But there is Studio 2, if you can see that. There's a big screen there with everything on. It looks really good. So I'm in the changing room. It's sort of gender neutral here. So I'm in this little box on my own. And obviously I wouldn't film outside of this box. But the atmosphere here is amazing. It really does feel like a carnival atmosphere. There's very much, the people who work here, I mean, they do genuinely seem like really happy people. And so far, I mean, wow, it's impressive. So this is what happens when you get chatting to people. You end up at the back of the class. That's Hannah's bike there. Never mind. Very different monitor as well on the studio bikes. You don't really need to see the instructor, I guess, because they're just there. But here's what you see on the screen. The ride itself was amazing, and the feeling in the room was really uplifting for the full 30 minutes. When capturing the footage around the building on my phone, I checked with about 5 staff members as I moved around the building. The staff were really accommodating and we were told, of course, but all phones must go off when the sound tests start for the ride. Thanks for everyone who took the ride off the back of my posts. It really helped with my surprise nerves. My pre-class tip would be stand by the studio door if you want to choose your bike. I wrongly assumed that each person would be taken to a bike, but we were just told to go and find one. As I was one of the last in, the bike I ended up on wasn't one I would have chosen, but I still loved every minute. At one point though, it did get a bit awkward.
Who's got the booty bike? You're getting that bike, you're getting all that booty tonight!
After the ride, we all went upstairs and one by one, Hannah spent a short period of time talking to each one of us. On the left, you might be able to see Studio 3, and on the right is the members lounge where you can have refreshments after. In the corner there is one of the sound studios. So I've just done the class, I've met Hannah, I've just had a shower. Let me show you the showers, man. Everything here just screams like luxury. The showers are all unisex, so you have your own shower cubicle. So here's my little space. And then I'm kind of in here and filming, so it looks a lot smaller than it actually is. And you've got a lock on the door, and when you put the lock on, it puts a light on the outside red, so people know not to try the door. And just a gorgeous shower. So one thing I was worried about is having a shower afterwards, whether there'd be enough showers. And there's just loads, there's plenty, there's more than you need. After the class, everyone was going for the shower, there was still lots of showers. I mean, they've got so many lockers here as well. It really is better equipped than most gyms. What an experience. I wasn't expecting to meet Hannah and chat to her at the start of the ride. She looked at me and went, and I thought, what does that mean? Does that mean she recognises me? I don't know, who knows? But what an experience. This is what Peloton's about. And I don't want to sound all gushy, and I know I'm in the moment because I've just finished. But the whole experience, every single staff member in there was just unbelievable. The guy that introduced us, kind of got us going before we went in. I mean, I hope that guy's on 100 grand a year. That's all I can say. He absolutely blew my mind. He was amazing. Hannah, a real showwoman and a fantastic instructor. You know that already if you're watching this video. So I sweated more than I thought I would. There were 23 bikes in that class and I came top 20. I wasn't really going for it. I was just in the moment. I was loving it. This is what Peloton is about. They're just perfectionists. Everything from the showers to the locker rooms to every single person I spoke to. Everybody was just so friendly and so professional. I mean, at the risk of going on, this has made my year. So if you're thinking of doing a live class, then just go for it. Until next time, see you soon.